Have you ever looked in your closet packed full of clothes and said to yourself, I have nothing to wear? Maybe you haven't done laundry in a month, or you're simply over the clothes in your closet, or both. But the point I'm trying to make is that this surplus of clothing is an all too common problem in society, which we rarely recognize as a threat. Did you know that 84% of the clothes in the United States in 2012 went to either a landfill or an incinerator? I currently work for Plato's Closet, where we aim to recycle these name brand apparel items, but there comes a point when it is hard to keep up. That is, we are treating clothes as disposable without considering the harm we're imposing to the environment. First, I'm going to talk about the environmental impacts fast fashion retailers impose, and secondly, why we should be considering more than just the price tag on these items. Fast fashion is appealing because it is cheap and therefore convenient. Per an entry in the Journal of Cleaner Production, fast fashion is a clothing supply chain model that is intended to respond quickly to the latest fashion trends by frequently updating its products that are available in stores. Most of you have probably heard or even been inside of these brands that are considered to promote this fast fashion mentality. Forever 21, Rue 21, H&M are all examples of fast fashion brands. Personally, I have supported these brands because I try to be frugal with my money and like to think that I'm fashion savvy. But I never thought to consider how quickly these items become obsolete. The process of creating fast fashion apparel requires intense labor, not only in the textile firms, but also for the working society attempting to recycle them. The products are made of polyester and other cheap materials, which the EPA explains will take hundreds, if not thousands, of years to biodegrade. In turn, they are dosed in chemicals and dyes which make the materials almost impossible to repurpose. Morgan Maybell, from an article on DailyMail.com, found that 33% of women consider their clothes old after wearing them only 3 times. This is a recipe for a disaster when you consider the amount of time we're putting into producing them, the amount of resources we're using, and then we're putting all the same amount of work into trying to repurpose them. Like any field, the apparel industry is complex. However, there is a point where we will no longer have the resources to continue this process. This requires us as individuals to treat our clothes more responsibly. Greenpeace.org recognizes this process as mental exhaustion. We are constantly driven by the need for more materialistic things. It appears to me that this process is fueled by the ones who are wearing the clothing, and the companies have no means for stopping as they continue to make more money. I am sure that becoming aware of this problem and working together as a society to treat clothing less disposably will make a significant impact on changing this environmental crisis. I shared with you the amount of waste that is produced from clothing, why it is harmful to the environment, and how to correct our thinking to fix it. So the next time you go to throw away your useless clothes, consider finding a resale shop like Plato's Closet to sell them to. Not all of these brands are defined by this fast fashion term, and most of them don't even realize what they're doing. It takes us as a society to take responsibility for this, to fully tackle the problem, and in turn invent a more meaningful idealism of fashion.